Vegas is a strange one as well. I wouldn't be a fan of it. I went to see, that night, we went to see a Michael Jackson Experience. This was before the documentary. Ages ago. Before we knew he was weird. Well, we knew he was weird, like before it was confirmed how fucking weird he was, all right? But I was a big fan as a kid, and I loved Michael Jackson, so I said I'd go to the Michael Jackson show, you know? Massively. It was a tribute act, obviously. Circumstances made it that way, like, you know? He was dead. He's dead, like, he's dead. So excited I was, man. Go to the Michael Jackson Experience, like. I walk into the theatre, I'm there. Me and my wife are in the VIP area, yeah? Just a couple of rows of seats here, delighted, having a fucking yes. There's a little couple of tables in, just in further. It's called the Gold Circle, yeah? I see the usher comes in anyway. There's an usher, and he comes in and he goes, hey guys, if you want to sit in the Gold Circle, he's taking people over, like, you know, putting them in the seats. And I'm like, fucking brilliant, bit of an upgrade going here, is there? Bit of an upgrade going here, is there? Use my Irish charm on your man there. I'll ask him, can we move into the table there? I went over to him and said, hello, I'm Irish. I was just wondering if that table there wasn't being used, you know, when the gig starts. Would you mind if we sat there? I can move you to that table, sir. I was like, great, yeah, thanks. And he starts doing this. You ever seen that outside a film? That means money. I know it means money, but I didn't want him knowing I know it means money. I can move you to the table, sir. I was like, great, thanks. Are you all right? Did you get some glue on your hands? Were you fixing a vase earlier? Sticky fingers. I can get you to the table, sir. It's like $50. $50. 50 fucking bucks. It's going up now, $50. To move me to a table he told me wasn't being used. 50 fucking... I actually gave it to him. I actually said, you know, no. You just told me it wasn't being used. Move me to the table. I didn't ask you to fucking carry us and feed us grapes, like, you know. I'm going to bring my own drinks over there. I don't want you to carry me and my wife to the table there that's not being used. I could go out there now and tell him that you're asking for $50 to move me to a table. Please don't do that, sir. Oh, yeah. Oh, you wouldn't like that, would you? Then he's like, okay, sir, you can move to the table yourself. I don't want any... No. Because I'm Irish then and I'm stubborn. I said, I don't want the table. You have the table. You take it. You ruined it now. We're on a honeymoon and you ruined it. Went back over and sat next to my wife and I could see him as they're upsetting him, like, you know. He's looking over at us and I'm there to her like, go on, pretend you're crying there. Pretend you're crying there. I've seen you do it before. Go on. I was only short of throwing her tears at the man now, you know, but it felt good to get one over on him. Michael Jackson then, of course, came out. The king of pop. Fucking unbelievable, boy. Felt like it was so good. He was properly committed now, this fella, you know. Looked like him and everything. You know, and the tribute acts go that far. It must be a bollocks when you find out all that stuff afterwards then, you know. If you devoted your life to be someone else like that and then all that shit comes out, like, there's no fucking turning it around, is there? He was amazing. I swear to God now, it was one of the best things I've ever seen in my life, the Michael Jackson Experience, until about 10 minutes into the show. He said he stopped being Michael Jackson. Just stopped. Just broke character. Stopped. Okay, come on, guys. Get into it. It's a Monday night. That was the worst thing you could have done now to get us into it. Stop being fucking Michael Jackson. I was more into it than you'd even imagine. I was so into it, I was like, it's Michael. I know it's Michael. I'm finally at a Michael Jackson concert. He's giving out to the crowd. Are you fucking joking me? What an amateur. Giving out to the crowd. Get into it. And then he said this thing, I swear to God, you wouldn't say it. Come on, it's a Monday night. Get into it. And he said, it's okay. I've already got your money. Swear to God, right? And then after that, I've already got your money. He-hoo, me bollocks now. You can't be just fucking hee-hooing your way out of this. Look, lads, do you know what now? It wasn't even a tough gig. They loved him. They fucking loved him. Hee-hoo. I hated him. I hated the cunt after that. I was heckling him and everything. You're not even him. I don't believe you were ever black. What a fucking prick. I've had tough gigs. That wasn't a tough gig. That wasn't a tough gig. A theatre full of fucking people. There's 2 empty tables on the fucking goal circle. Boo-hoo. I've had tough gigs. Dublin. Do Dublin on a fucking Tuesday night in the Halfpenny Inn to 17 people. And 14 of them don't have English. Try doing that, MJ. Try doing that. The M-fucking-C says it to me on the way to the stage. None of them have English. Like there's something I can do about it. And that last 30 or 40 seconds, yeah? I'll just program another fucking language in there. You wouldn't believe how hard I've died on stage like that. Silence. Silent. There's silence, and then there's what I went through that night. I could hear myself sweating. That's the kind of gig that was. I could hear myself sweating. Do you know what happened that night? A woman, I swear to God, I saw a woman at that night in my comedy gig explain one of my jokes to her friend, who then looked back at me and fucking rolled her eyes, all right? That's me being unfunny in 2 languages there. Did I blame the audience? No, I didn't, Michael. I didn't blame the audience. You never blame the audience. I just tried a bit of audience participation then, you know? And by that I mean I joined in the silence because I froze and I didn't know what to say anymore. Froze to the spot like that. Mouth was going all dry. I actually said, I admitted defeat. I said, I don't know what to do anymore. I swear to God, a woman about my mother's age stood up, pointed at me and said, can somebody please help him? And I still didn't blame the fucking audience, all right? So anyway, MJ is there fucking giving it socks after that. They all love him. I think he's a prick. And then about halfway through the show, he brings out the Jackson 5, you know? And I'm like, all right, I'll give them a break because they're different. Like, it's not him. Please, welcome to the stage, the Jackson 5. I'm like, great, brilliant. That's what we need now. A bit of Motown. Lift up the mood here, like, you know. I seen the Jackson 5 walk into the stage, and one of them was fucking white. I nearly lost my fucking life. At first, I thought there's a fella following the band. I'm like, no, there's a white fella in the Jackson 5 all of a sudden. He better be fucking good. He better be better than the other Jackson 4, that white fella. Jesus Christ, I wouldn't want to be in the gold circle now, to be quite honest with you. Was he good? Was he fuck? It was like watching the Jackson 4 and Brendan. I swear to God now. This fella was spin. Any way they spinned, he'd go the other way, right? He'd go the complete opposite way. Where is he? Okay, he's over there. Sorry, lad, sorry. Jesus Christ, I'm at the tying that around my leg there now, lad. But it was even worse than that. But it was weird, like, as we went through the whole gig, I went from loving him to hating him to the end of the show, right? He sung The Man in the Mirror, one of my favourite songs. That was his closer, you know? And it was such a beautiful rendition, I actually took a look at myself. Physically, I went, oh my God, you're a fucking prick. Jesus Christ, maybe it is you, Chris. Maybe he's right. Jesus Christ. That usher, like, you know, making your wife cry for the usher. Heckling. What a fucking, maybe it is you. And I felt bad for him all of a sudden. And I was like, maybe you don't know what it was like on the stage there. Maybe it was bad. Fuck it, anyway. But I give a massive, rapturous applause anyway for the end. Oh, yeah. Michael will be at the back of the room signing photographs. And I was like, fucking great. I'll go back and get a photograph of him now, blow smoke up his hole, make myself feel a bit better about the whole thing. It was only a tiny queue to get photographs of him, you know. Went up and got a photo. I put my hand around him. I could feel the heat from his body, from how hard he worked. And I was like, that was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. Better than the real deal, I'd say. And I'm glad he's dead. When I was going over the top. I was going over the top on the compliments, like, you know. They're like, thank you, he'll gladly sign your photograph over there. I'm like, great, now I feel kind of good now, like, I'm all right now. I walk over anyway, with the fucking photograph is up there then, and they're like, yep, Michael will sign your photograph for $39.40. Are you fucking joking me? Do you know that's not him? You do know that's not him. He's only pretending. He's only pretending. You know, he's been dead in Ireland fucking ages, Michael Jackson. That's fucking identity theft in there. $39, you want it or not? The picture's there of me. Why would I? How the fuck? I can't get my head around this at all. You want $39 for a man that is not Michael Jackson to give me Michael Jackson's signature on top of a picture of me and a man who is also not Michael Jackson? Well, it is 150 with a leather-bound fuck. Here, lad, I'll give you a photograph of me there, lad, dressed up as Abe Lincoln. I'll sign it with a fucking feather for authenticity. How does that sound?